Hi, my name's Mike Mangini, and I play drums in the band Dream Theater. I want to make a connection between how practicing with it as a developmental tool really does transform me and affects me here on this drum set that I use with my band and personally. As you can see, I have to reach pretty far to hit a lot of this stuff. Practicing on pads just doesn't do the trick. And with the Gen 16, I can actually get the motions without horrifying everybody in the neighborhood or even in my own house or even myself and going deaf. I mean, I can practice with those things and absolutely have no repercussions from winding up and whacking the cymbal, as opposed to this setting where, unless I have hearing protection, I'll be in big trouble. So the Gen 16 is really important for me physically, especially as just a developmental tool, never mind the sound aspect. And it's really effective for me. Stamina is a very important part of what I do. What is really, really more difficult than it could ever seem unless you actually do it is to combine velocity with stamina. It's just extremely fatiguing, and so many musicians can make it look easy, but it really is tough to develop it. The way I use this equipment to develop both of those things, velocity and stamina, is to, first of all, when I turn on the gear, my drums are set such that there's a pretty big curve, and I can really hear the difference between really slamming into the drum and just playing with a medium velocity or light. But in order to warm up to that, I just want to get the motion right first, and I practice a lot without the gear on to combine velocity and stamina, and this is how I do it. Going back to an earlier example of using the hi-hats to get my legs doing the thing that I know that they need to do, I transition from the hi-hats to the kicks at one point. From this to this. Now, there are many techniques I can use with my feet, but what I want to do is carry the hi-hat technique over to my legs and then move my body around. So here's how I do it. I start to use the other cymbals I have to feel the differences in my leg system when I turn left and when I turn right, when I use my right hand with the right foot or left foot, or the left hand with the right foot or left foot. So the symmetry and having this gear here that I can hit without completely damaging my ears allows me to practice for long periods of time. And again, I can still hear what's going on in my house. I can hear the telephone, I can hear somebody calling me, I can hear the email thing go ding. Well, as you can see from the use of the Gen 16 in my world, it's really going to help transform me and help me grow, not only as a musician personally, no matter how I use my skills, but it'll help transform how I play the drums in my band as well, so I'll have more control of the sound. Now, given that there are so many possibilities for a drummer and so many things to do, so many areas to grow, I just can't see how somebody wouldn't choose to have more crayons in their crayon box. Why wouldn't you want to have more tools and have more possibilities in there? And the Gen 16 offers me that. And that's why I developed my chops as well. If I don't have the chops, I can't have the gig. There was a time when orchestras existed a long time ago. If, as a musician, you couldn't play the part, you can't be in the band. So chops are not a bad thing. Colors are not a bad thing. The tools are not bad in and of themselves. I'd rather have more of them so I can express more ideas. And the Gen 16 clearly now has helped me develop some more physical skills. It's helped me develop some more possibilities with sound. And it's also giving me the option to fuse it in or not, or use it as a standalone or not. And I just can't see why I wouldn't choose that. Why not have again, a bigger box of crayons? It's just more fun.